there, it's me, Bear, Gen X GM. We are live. It is Monday Night Heroes, and we've got Baron G, we've got Sergeant Dan, and we've got Hoodis, New Hero Hoodis. That's a hell of a nickname, Jason. New Hero Hoodis. I like that. If you're all joining us, what we're doing tonight is we're doing session 0 of a heroic campaign, which means we'll be playing this every second Monday, and we decided instead of having them come up with character ideas and then argue about things not being right over, we're going to do random style and use the what if rules as always, where we get to basically tweak and twerk the random weirdness that comes up to make characters that make sense. So it's going to be a little bit of fun, and that's what we're doing tonight. Is we're going to be rolling up characters and sort of hammering them out and getting everything good to go. You gentlemen good to go?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right. So I've got my PDF open over here. Do we need to put the PDF on screen? No, I think
Nah.
the PDF on screen.
I think we all got it too. If we got to look at ourselves here.
Exactly. So I'm not going to put the PDF on screen unless people in the chat really want me to put it up. But we're going to start at the beginning as we always do, and the first roll is going to be your origin. Gentlemen, please use the Roll20 roller, D100. So we can, I should actually show that. So, you know what? We will show screen stuff. There we go. All right. So who wants to be the first person to make, and turn on your 3D dice. Turn on your 3D dice before you roll anything.
Done.
Turn it on as soon as I
want to see dice flying across the screen. All right. So 28. Who was that?
That was me.
28. You are an outsider.
Technological. No, I got technological.
2534. Outsider. 2534, outsider. So you're an outsider. All right.
Then you changed it.
Maybe. Maybe you're working from an old version, but that's the 3.1 rules. 21. Who got 21?
That was me.
You are mystical. All right. Jason, give us your roll. Hey, Tony. Hey, Purr. Hey, Echo. Hey, Droopy. Hey, Dungeon Damsel. Hey, Dargon Blackheart. And we got 20. So you also, you get birthright. Ooh. Now you're going to have to roll me. It says a D6 here, but it should be a D10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is legacy. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is mutant. So go ahead and give me a roll of a D10, please. We got a birthright. You are a legacy. That means you are descended from superheroes. All right. So now we can see here on the charts, we know that birthright rolls on column A, mystical rolls on column A, and outsider rolls on column D. So we're going to roll them right down the line. Fighting, agility, strength, endurance, reason, intuition, psyche, and dynamic, and see what comes of it all. So I'm going to take this off the screen so we can see the dice rolls. And let's go ahead and we'll start with Sergeant Dan again. Roll for your fighting, please. And you're an outsider, so you're on D. And we got a 72, which means your fighting is incredible 40. Baron G, give me your roll for your fighting, please. On column A, you got a 45, which on column A is good 10. And Jason, give me the roll for your fighting, please. We got an 86, which is incredible 40 fighting. Ooh, that's kind of fun.
Nice.
That's kind of fun. All right, Sergeant Dan, give us a roll for your agility, please. $49 on D is excellent 20. Jason, give me the roll for yours, please. $41 is again good 10. And Baron G, give me your roll, please. 94, which is incredible 40 agility. All right. Sergeant Dan, give me your strength. It's fighting agility strength. Give me your strength roll, please. Hey, Nerds Nerd. Hey, Purr. Hey, Christopher. Hey, Intellectual Quandary. 22 for your strength is good 10. Jason? $21 is good 10. And Baron G? 10 is typical 6. All right. Now we go on to endurance. Sergeant Dan, endurance, please. Hey, Squirrel Hermit. 22 is good 10. Jason? $92 is incredible 40, and Baron G. 77 is remarkable 30. We are done with the physical stats. We now move on to the mental stats. We go to reason, Sergeant Dan. And with a 20, Sergeant Dan has a good 10 reason. Jason.
My dice have failed me.
You get a 65, which gives you an excellent 20 reason, and Baron G. 25 also gives you an excellent 20 reason. No, sorry, 25 gives you a good reason. Sorry, my apologies. Good 10. Good 10. All right, reason. Intuition, Sergeant Dan. Double O. That is an uncanny 100 intuition. Wow. Jason? 56 gives you an excellent 20 intuition, and Baron G. We get a 42, which gives you a good 10 intuition. Let's go to Psyche, Sergeant Dan. What the hell?
It's all those 20s I got.
That's another uncanny 100 for your Psyche. Oh my God. Jason. You want to spread some of that around there, Sergeant Dan? Jesus. 33 gives you a good 10 Psyche, and Baron G. 88 gives you an incredible 40 Psyche, which is pretty fucking good. It's no uncanny 100, but it's pretty awesome. All right, and Sergeant Dan, let's do your dynamic.
He rolls another 100. I'm calling the foul here.
No, you only got a 57 this time, which is a remarkable 30 dynamic. Jason. 9. You have a typical dynamic. And Baron G. 15. You too have a typical dynamic. So it's starting to turn into like, Superman and those other guys.
Well, the thing is, my strength is
Whatever. All right, let's find. All right. Enough of your nonsense. Let's go for resources. Let's find out how rich you are, Sergeant Dan.
Alrighty.
60, which means you have excellent 20 resources. Jason. 10, which means you have typical 6 resources. Baron G. 93, which means you have incredible 40 resources. You are the millionaire of this group. All right. Now we're going to go for the number of powers you get. Sergeant Dan, give me a roll, please. Rigged. Shut up, Tony. 85, you have 4 powers. Jason.
Do I take away one because of the...
No, we do that later. Right now, we're just getting the numbers. When you have to apply your origin stuff, you'll deal with that then. 45, you have 3 powers, and Baron G. 49, you also have 3 powers. All right. Before we go any further, you now look at your origins and apply what goes on. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to take a look at the origins. So here's how it goes for your origins. Crap. I got to jump over to the origins section. Hang on. Weaknesses, quirks, context, all these origins. Birthright legacy. You go on to column A. You have a plus 1 RS to renown due to your status in your superhero community. So you have 10 renown, Jason. You gain plus 1 power to what you rolled. You get a free superhero contact, and you gain an additional free roll on the ability modifier for one of your attributes. So FASERIPD. And we'll deal with that later. Now, Baron G, you were mystical?
Correct.
Okay. You gain plus 1 rank to your psyche. So what was your current psyche? It was incredible, I think?
Incredible 40.
It goes up to amazing 50. You gain an additional power, and you automatically gain the vulnerable weakness, which must be defined as some magic power that you are weak to. So we'll figure that out later. Mr. Outsider. Any powers are either inborn or equipment. You must decide for each power rolled. You start with one less power, but you gain +1 rank to any ability of choice. And you gain +1 contact representing your connection to the human world. Okay?
All right.
All right. So now that we've that all sorted out, let's start rolling up powers. Sergeant Dan, let's roll for your first power, please. 58. That is a body control power. Give me another roll, please.
58.
Yeah. The hell's that?
I don't know. Should be
You rolled
about the same.
You rolled a
Want me to
64
roll?
and a 68. Let's see if that's the same thing. 64 and 68 are two different things, so re-roll, please. 51, you have body transformation as a power. All right, Jason, first power, please. 37, that is going to be a matter control power. Go ahead and give me a roll for that, please.
Roll.
36, you have air control. Baron G, give me your first power, please. 35 is a matter control power. Go ahead and give me the roll, please. 29 is also air control. Reroll that because I don't want you stepping on each other's toes. 16, you have earth control. Ooh.
We're going to be the freaks of nature. Everybody's going to have elemental control.
All right, Sergeant Dan, give me your second power, please.
Alrighty.
57 gives you another body control power. Go ahead and roll for it, please. $20, you get invisibility. Jason, second power. 5, you have a resistance power. Go ahead and roll for it. 67, yep. 67, you have resistance to mental attacks. That's interesting. Baron G. 32 is a matter control power. Go ahead and give me another roll in the matter control powers. 74, water control. So you are Mud. You are Mr. Mud. And currently, because you have earth and water. Jason. Sorry, Sergeant Dan. My apologies. This is your last power, right? You only have 3?
Yeah. Oh, I have 4, but I had to subtract 1.
Yeah, you lose 1, yeah. 00, roll twice and keep both powers, which increases your power total by 1.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me a second roll, and then you remember you have another power to roll after.
So I do get 4.
You're going to get 4 in the end, yes. Go ahead and roll again. Yeah, look at them shaking their heads. It's like 3 00s. I know, eh? 64 is a ranged attack power. Go ahead and give me a roll on the ranged attack powers, please.
I blame her just because.
77, you have a ranged stunning attack.
Okay.
I blame Per. Okay, well, you can blame Per all you like. All right, Jason, give me, how many more powers do you have, Jason?
I have 2 more.
Okay, give me this one. 37 is a matter control power. Go ahead and give me a roll. 20 is earth control, which he already has, so reroll. And if we get another one that he has, we're going to reroll the whole power.
All right.
70, which is water control, which he also has. So let's go ahead and reroll the whole power from the top. Give me another roll. 54 is a body control power. Go ahead and give me a roll on the body control powers. 10, shrinking. Interesting. Baron G, do you have any powers left?
I have 2.
Go ahead and give me a roll, please. 18 is a sensory power. Give me a roll on the sensory powers. 22. You can call out your numbers as opposed to making me look them up.
Oh, sorry. 22.
Night vision. All right. And Baron G, not Baron G, Sergeant Dan, you have another one. Troy Goffey gets another 00. I'm just turning off the camera. 75 mental powers. About time with that insane fucking mental power and the psyche has. Give me a roll on those mental powers, please. $88. Astral projection. I assume we'll be using the what if rules. All right, Jason, your next power. What'd you get?
40.
48 or 40?
40.
40. Matter control powers again. Jesus, it really likes having you in the matter control powers. Go ahead, give me a roll. 20 is earth control. Let's just re-roll the whole power again. Good God.
Doesn't Jason have some type of water?
No, that's all Baron G.
That's me.
Oh, okay.
25. Movement power. Hey, now we're cooking with heat. Give me a roll on the movement power, please.
It is always happening.
3.
Yes, 3.
Light. Nice, simple, basic fucking power.
Works with air control.
Sergeant Dan, you're out of powers, right?
Correct.
Baron G, you have one left.
Correct.
Okay, go ahead and roll. What'd you get?
Yes.
So that is another resistance. Go ahead and roll.
95.
Invulnerability, but it counts as 2 powers. So you'll have to give up one of your other powers to take invulnerability or re-roll the power.
I give up night vision.
Okay, now invulnerability doesn't mean you're invulnerable to everything. It means you're invulnerable to one thing. Just so we're clear. Doesn't mean you're like, I can walk through everything. No. Jason, you got anything left to roll?
No, I think I'm covered.
All right. So before we move on to the next stage, let's talk about what-ifing your powers. So what-ifing is when you're making a random character and things just don't always add up. You can change things around a little bit. Do any of you have any single or multiple powers you think just don't make sense for the idea that's starting to form in your head?
The astral projection.
Astral projection's not sitting with you. Okay, Jason, you got anything?
The shrinking.
The shrinking's not sitting with you, and Baron G Rock.
I'm good.
You're good with water control, earth control, and invulnerability?
Mhm.
Okay. So we're going to re-roll that. They're shrinking the astral projection first, and then we're going to come back. So give me a roll, please.
Can I keep the mental power and just reroll the mental
No,
power?
sir. You got to
Everything?
re-roll the whole thing.
Okay.
$19 is a sensory power. Give me a roll. $18 enhanced senses. All right, Mr. Man with the shrinking, give me a roll. 4. That's resistance. Give me a roll. You are resistant to disease.
I'll take it.
Yeah, well, you are a legacy, so that works out. Okay, now that we're done the powers, we're going to roll the ranks for the powers. Each power rolls on column D. So let's go ahead and roll for your first power, Sergeant Dan. What is your first power?
Body transformation.
Okay, give me a percentile, please. 88. You have it at amazing 50. Jason, what's your first power?
Matter control air.
All right, give me a roll. 58. You have it at remarkable 30. Baron G, first power.
Earth control. 65.
65. You have it at remarkable 30. Sergeant Dan, your next power.
Invisibility.
Since Per called it, I'm going to wait till you tell me the numbers now.
85.
You have it at amazing 50. Jason, next power.
60.
60. What's the power we're rolling?
Resistance to mental.
Oh, remarkable 30. Baron G.
18
Which power is this?
for water control.
Good 10. All right, Sergeant Dan, what's your next power?
Ranged stunning attack.
Ooh, give me a roll.
77.
Here. Incredible 40. Jason, next power.
This is my resistance to disease, and it is a 9.
You have a typical resistance to disease. That makes no sense. It has to be at least your endurance. And put 1 rank on your endurance. What's your endurance currently?
Incredible 40.
So it's amazing 50. Baron G.
Okay, this would be my invulnerability.
98 gives you a mighty 70.
96.
Sorry, 96 still gives you a mighty 75 invulnerability. We'll just have to figure out what you're invulnerable to. Sergeant Dan, you have 1 more power?
Yep. Enhanced senses.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
88.
Amazing 50. Holy Lord of mercy. This is a discombobulated group. Jason, 8 powers left?
Flight.
Give me the roll.
33.
Excellent 20. Baron G, you're out of powers.
I am out of powers.
Sergeant Dan, got any powers left?
I'm out of powers.
Okay, don't worry. We can always fix stuff later, guys. Don't worry.
Mhm.
All right, now that we're done powers, we're going to move on to talents. Let's reverse the order. See if we can break up the luck a little bit. Baron G, give me a roll for a number of talents.
29.
You have 2 talents. Jason, roll for talents.
23.
You have 2 talents. And let's see if it works. Sergeant Dan, roll for talents. 10 million.
6.
You have 1 talent, plus any bonus talents you guys got for your origins if you had any. All right, so we're going to go to talent generations. Baron G, your first talent. Give me a roll, please. We'll see what kind of talent it is.
61.
61 is an other talent, so we'll go to the other talents table and go ahead and give me a roll there.
31.
31, you have artist. Jason, your first talent.
I have a 39.
That's a professional talent. Go ahead and give me a roll on the professional talents table.
97.
Stealth. Fascinating. All right, your one and only talent there, Sergeant Rock.
44.
44 is a professional talent. Give me a roll on the professional talents, please. Hey, Cody. Hey, Henry.
88.
88. Your only talent is, is a professional talent? Okay, some reason you got sleight of hand. It's a weird one. All right, Jason, Baron G, you have a second talent. Give me the roll.
I do. 65.
65 is an other talent again. Go ahead and give me a roll.
21.
21 is artist again. So you have a choice. You can re-roll it, or you can take a +2 RS when doing your artistic stuff as opposed to a +1.
I'll
CS.
re-roll it.
Re-roll it?
I'll
All right,
re-roll
top
it.
to bottom. Let's go.
36.
36 is still a professional talent. Give me a roll on the professional talent. Sorry, this is a professional talent, not another talent. This is different for you.
Hey, 97.
Stealth. Okay.
2
sleight of hands and a stealth, or 1 sleight of
One
hands
sleight
and
of
two
hand,
stealth.
stealth. And go ahead and give me
Actually,
your second talent, Jason.
Stealth would work, is what I'm thinking.
72.
72 is a special talent. Give me a roll on the special talents.
14.
14, you are an heir to a fortune, which is good. It increases your resources. Okay.
Oh my God, it's Nightwing.
So we've got all of these talents laid out, and do any of them not make sense for anybody? Does anybody want to re-roll one of their talents using the what if method?
The sleight of hand.
All right, so we'll re-roll the sleight of hand top to bottom. Go ahead and give me a roll. 67 is an other talent. Give me a roll on the other talents. 85, trivia. You have a talent called trivia. Baron G, you good with your talents, or do you want to re-roll any of them?
I want to re-roll the artist.
Oh, really? You work with water and mud, and you can't see a sculptor coming out of that? Okay, cool. All right, let's re-roll that artist.
Yeah. 46.
Just another guy named Harry. Thank you for the membership. Really appreciate that. 46 is yet another professional talent. Let's see what you get. Give me a roll.
24.
Criminology. Okay. Jason, you good with your talents, or do you want to re-roll one of them?
No, I think I'm good with him.
What do you got? You got stealth and
Heir to the fortune.
interesting. All right. Well, now that that's done, we're going to move on to contacts. Anybody have any extra contacts they need to roll?
I do.
No. Oh, you picked that contact. It's related to your origin.
Okay.
Okay, so let's roll for number of contacts. Start with Baron G.
100.
Double O, you have 3 contacts, sir. Jason, let's roll for number of contacts. 16. You have 0 contacts, except for the one you get for free to a superhero group. And Sergeant Dan, you have 84, which gives you 2 contacts. So Baron G, let's roll for your first contact.
Be an 11.
It's a professional contact. Go ahead and give me a roll for what kind of professional contact it is you have.
$47.
You have a business contact, and we can go ahead and I think you can figure that out. We'll figure that out later, but yeah. Okay, Jason, you have no contacts, and Sergeant Dan, you had 2. So what's your first contact?
13.
That's a professional contact. Give me a roll on the professional, please.
Okay, why didn't you go? 73.
73 is
73
a
the first one.
sorry, 73.
Yeah.
So it's a blue collar contact. Go ahead and give me a roll. There's no roll for blue collar. You just got to figure out, but you know, like a common worker guy. All
Okay.
right, Baron G, your second contact, please.
36. I'm sorry.
Scientific. Give me a roll.
Hot 9.
Industrial. And Sergeant Dan, you have 1 more contact to roll, right?
2 more.
No,
I got-
1 you don't roll.
Oh, yeah,
because
that's right. 2.
You pick. So go ahead and give me the roll.
63.
So it's political. Let's roll for what kind of political it is.
77.
International. So you know someone in international politics. All right. Any of those contacts not making sense? Who had the mystic origin?
No. I do, but I've got 1 more left.
Oh, you have 1 more left?
I got
Okay.
3.
Go ahead. Give me the roll.
57.
Political. Roll again.
All right. 78.
You also have an international contact. Now, do any of these contacts not make sense? As a mystical guy, you want to swap that science roll for a mystical contact?
Yes.
Give me the roll. So you know an occult researcher. Or your other contacts? International politics and
Business.
business.
Business
those?
makes, yeah, because the business makes sense due to my resources.
Yeah.
And so does the politics, the political.
And now you have a
business.
mystical one as well. So
Yeah.
okay. And Jason, you have a superhero team contact, right?
It was a superhero contact, I know.
Okay, let's roll for it to see what kind of superhero contact it is.
Okay. 4.
Local hero. So you know someone locally. Sergeant Dan, do you want to roll for your origin contact, or are you going to pick it?
Let's roll, and if it doesn't make sense, I'll pick it.
All right, go ahead and give me a roll. $21 is scientific. Roll again.
$44.
44 is a corporate scientist, you know. Well, thank you very much for backing Heroic. I really appreciate that. It's very kind of you, sir. Very kind of you. You know what? Let's put this up since we're in pimp mode. I got to put that up for everybody to go and back Heroic if they haven't done it already. All right, so that's it for contacts. Now we're going to develop a few quirks. Baron G, give me a roll for the amount of positive quirks you have, please.
22.
You have 2 positive quirks. Now give me a roll for the amount of negative quirks you have.
30.
You also have 2 negative quirks. Jason.
92.
You have 4 positive quirks. Let's roll for negatives.
Okay. Uh, 27.
You have 2 negative quirks. Sergeant Dan, positive quirks, please. Hey, O'Neill.
15.
1 positive quirk, and now give me a roll for negative, please.
Now watch it get the double O.
I will laugh my buns off.
Close.
Greatest weight loss program ever, laughing at your rolls. 85, you have 3 negative quirks, sir.
All right.
All right, Baron G, you have 2 positive quirks. Let's roll them both right now. Give me the first roll, please.
52.
52 is hardiness. Trust me, it's a good one. And give me the second roll, please. 54 is high pain threshold. A little bit of a tough guy, I see. Good to get rid of that wimpy artist thing. All right, Jason, how many? You have 4 positive quirks. Give me your first roll, please.
3.
Allies. That makes sense. Now give me your second one, please.
88.
Special access. That's also starting to make sense. Give me your next one, please.
50.
Hardiness. You also have hardiness. Nothing wrong with that. And the last one, please.
17.
You have a base of operations, man.
Nice.
All right, Sergeant Dan, give us your 1 single positive quirk, please.
51.
51, you also have hardiness. There's a bunch of tough guys over here. Don't worry, we're also going to be able to, what if this if need be. All right, let's do your negative quirks. How many do you have, Baron G?
2.
Give me your first roll, please.
47.
47, you're a loner, which is weird. And your second one, please.
85.
And you're underage. You're a teenager. Jason, how many negative do you have?
2.
All right, give me your first one.
28.
You have debt, despite having money and a base and everything else. And give me your second one, please.
85.
You are also underage. Okay, we got 2 teenagers. I'm loving this. There's something starting to form here. The dice are giving us an idea. All right, Dan, you have 3 to roll. Let's go.
23.
Combat paralysis. Next one, please. Don't worry, guys. We can what if them if you're not happy.
77.
Okay, this is hilarious. Senior citizen. It's an old guy and two teenagers. They're causing trouble. And the last one, please.
Get off my lawn. The whole earth is my lawn.
Get off my planet. Get off my dimension.
18.
And you're clumsy, which means you have a penalty out of combat when doing agility stuff. All right, let's go to the top. Baron G, any of those you want to what if?
You know what? Let's what if the underage.
Boo. Boo. All right. Hope you get something that sucks.
66.
Ooh, repellent. You repel people. You have an odious personality. All right, Jason, any of yours you want to reroll?
The underage.
Oh, you pussies. All right. Man, it's the 80s. It's the time to be a teenager. 98. You're a zealot of some type. Sergeant Dan, you want to what if any of yours?
Combat paralysis and the senior citizen.
All right, go ahead and give me rolls. We got to keep what you get.
88.
You're unlucky.
Oh, great. Jeez.
And next? Double O. Roll twice and then keep both of the next two rolls. You have 4 negative quirks in total. All right, give me the next roll, please. That is like the 5th double O tonight. 93, you're a weirdness magnet. And the last roll, please. I don't want to be a senior citizen. Man, well, now you're going to be a creep show.
I actually kind of like the weirdness magnet because he is
No,
outsider.
You won't like it, I promise.
Oh.
78, and you're a slow healer. It's in the quirks where the characters come to life. All right, you are technically going to be heroic. We're not going to roll for what you are, please, because there's been enough double O's tonight. I don't need to see one of you hit a double O and become unaligned. We're now going to roll for your calling. Baron G, give me a percentile for your calling, please. He's not senior citizen anymore.
10.
Beast within. You must control the beast within, the rage that fills you. Jason, give me a roll for your calling.
59.
Lone wolf. Weird. That doesn't work, but that's weird. Okay, and Sergeant Dan.
$80.
Role model. You want to be an example to others. Jason, you want to re-roll that lone wolf?
Yeah, that didn't really fit for me.
No, I'm not seeing it either.
62.
62. Mentor. You want to teach people how to be a hero. All right. We're going to roll for your starting renown. Give me a percentile roll, Baron G.
47.
You have no starting renown. Jason, you already have 10 from your background, from your origin, but give me a roll for if you have any more.
49.
No. And Sergeant Dan. He's not a teen. He re-rolled it. Jesus Christ.
Double O. Plus 30.
Yeah, you have plus 30 renown. You are well known.
Somebody either works for Roll20 or knows somebody that works for Roll20. I'm just going to say it.
Baron G, give me a roll for your weakness, please. Oh no, you have your weakness automatically, which is
yes.
You have to pick a
magical power. And
You're
do I get to
vulnerable.
pick that?
Yeah, you have to pick
Or do
some
I
type of
roll it?
magic you're vulnerable to. You
Fine.
can choose to take a second weakness if you wish to get an additional roll on the ability improvement table if you so wish. You're already getting one. You could have two, but you have to take another weakness. Or you want to stick with just vulnerability.
I was sick with one.
Okay. Jason.
And it's
We'll figure that out after. Jason?
What are we rolling for right now?
Weakness.
Not yet. 31.
Requirement. There's something you need to take, or your powers, or something you have to do, or your powers fade. Sergeant Dan?
58.
Susceptible. You are susceptible to something, which means you're -4 column shifts to resist it. Now, because you guys did that, because you have weaknesses, you get to take a roll on the attribute or the rank adjustment table, which means you pick one of your things that currently has a rank and you roll to see if you can improve it. So take a moment to look at your stuff and figure out what you want to improve or have a chance at improving, and then we'll go for the roll.
But I don't get that correct because mine.
Oh, no,
was
you get
already- Okay.
You get it because you have a weakness. You automatically get it in the random system.
Okay. Okay.
I want to redo my agility.
Isn't it amazing?
No, it's excellent.
All right, give me a roll, please.
+17.
+1 rank. It goes up to remarkable 30. Jason, do you have something?
My agility, coincidentally enough.
Right.
83.
That goes up by 2 ranks. What's your agility currently?
Good 10.
So it goes up to remarkable 30. Baron G.
I'm going to say my intelligence.
Your reason or your intuition?
Well, which one does the earth control and water control fall under?
Bless you, Jason.
Thank you.
They don't fall under either. They're their own power. But when you're making power stunts, which is something controllers do a lot of, it's reason that you need.
Okay, so yeah, reason.
All right, give me a roll. Let's see if you get anything. Good luck.
77.
77 goes up by 2 ranks. What is it typical right now?
10.
10, so it goes excellent, remarkable. You're on the remarkable for that. All right. So now we got to put a couple of things together that we need to figure out. There's some powers that need some defining. So we're going to go ahead and look at that. There was a power you had an invulnerability, right? Mr. Mann?
Baron.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so the hero has resistance to one of the above at Wondrous 1000 level. And those are resistance to fire and heat, resistance to ice and cold, resistance to electricity, resistance to radiation, resistance to poison, resistance to emotion attacks, resistance to mental attacks, or resistance to disease. Which one would you like to take?
Mental attacks.
So you have Wondrous 1000 resistance to mental attacks. Your mind is closed to all but the most powerful of cosmic beings. Pretty good when you're a fucking magic guy. All right. Anybody else have any powers that we need to define something about?
I have one more roll on the increase of stat.
Oh, that's right.
table.
Why you took 2 weaknesses?
I think it was part of the legacy.
Oh, that's
Maybe
right. You get a second one. That's right. I forgot about that. My apologies. Let's go ahead and take a look at that right now. Give me a second. I'll get right to that table. What do you want to increase?
My reason, because I play in the power stun a lot.
What is your reason currently?
Currently, my reason is excellent 20.
Ah, interesting. Here we go. What'd you get?
32.
+1 rank. So it goes up to what? Excellent 20?
No, it was excellent 20. Now it goes
It
up.
was remarkable 30. Okay. Do you guys have any other powers that we need to define anything about based on the mechanics?
Just my weakness.
Well, you have to decide.
Magical.
So are you weak to necromancy? Are you weak to enchantment? Are you weak to fire magic? You have to figure out what kind of magic you're weak to. Knowing that I'm so well going to create a villain that does that to fuck with you.
I was thinking scrying.
You're weak to people scrying you?
Yes.
Yeah, but you
Which
have
means that-
you have an wondrous resistance to mental power. Scrying is a mental power. So -4 column shifts on scrying. Actually, hang on. It's weakness. It's susceptibility or vulnerability. Which is it?
weakness. It's under weakness. Magical power weakness is what it is.
No,
It
weakness
comes
is
with
what
the
it is,
mystical.
but we need to know what kind of weakness it is.
Is it
It's associated with my background of
All right, we're going to go to the weaknesses because you don't know what I'm asking you. Sorry, we're going to go not to weaknesses. We're going to go to origins. Your mystical origin,
Correct.
you gain the vulnerable weakness. So you have the weakness of vulnerable, which means you take plus 2 rank shifts of damage from this particular type of attack. Scrying is not a damaging attack.
Okay. Fire.
So you're taking plus 2 rank shifts versus fire magic.
Well,
That's fine.
no,
Pyrokinetic.
actually, no. Electricity. Electricity makes more sense.
Okay. You do realize that includes lightning, right?
Yes.
Okay. As long as we're clear on that. Beautiful. Anybody else need anything else we got to qualify?
And then is the mind control resistance for under the invulnerability?
You don't need mind control resistance if you have wondrous resistance to mental powers, invulnerability to mental powers.
Okay, that's what that. Okay, that's why I was asking if that's what that.
So you're going to need to re-roll So hang on, what are your powers? List all your powers again, please.
I have earth control, water control, and the invulnerability.
That's it. You only have the 3 powers. So where does the mind control thing come in? Okay, I don't know what you're talking about anymore. Jason, do you have something that gives you mind resistance or something?
I had resistance to disease.
Resistance to disease? Sergeant Dan?
I had resistance to mental as well.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was thinking of. No problem. Okay.
So I had the invulnerability, my
attack,
75.
Yeah. So basically with invulnerability, so here's how this works, just so we're clear.
Okay.
When you have a resistance, you basically are resisting attacks of that type. Okay. So mental attacks, the hero's power rank is always at least 1 higher than their psyche, which you don't have. Fortifies their mind against mental assaults, superseding standard psyche checks. It doesn't affect magical or emotional attacks. The resist domination talent stacks with this resistance. So that means any type of mental attack against you, you have 1,000 resistance to. Like you can just shrug it off. Okay. Jason, anything we need to clarify while you're going through over your stuff?
No, I think I'm good. Let's see. Where did I put that superhero contact? Where did we roll for that one? Local hero. We'll need to define who the local hero is at some point, I guess.
Absolutely. All right. Well, now that you guys have got all that sorted out, you got to start working on some other stuff right now. What other stuff do we need to work on? Well, we got to know, for example, boom. Let's see what your talents do. So let's go. That's not your talents, your quirks do. Let's go through the quirks so we can clear them up. Jason, Sergeant Dan, what's your first? Not Sergeant Dan. God, Baron G, what's your first quirk? God damn it.
Hardiness.
Hardiness. So a bunch of you have this one. In fact, you all have it. Your character is more durable than most of their body type. As such, you gain a plus 10 permanent bonus to your health total. So when you add up your FASE and you get a number out of it, add 10% to it. Okay?
10% or just 10 health?
10%.
Okay.
And you got the cans right on your ears. Come on, man.
What? If you're using the spreadsheet, it should automatically calculate.
Nice.
I'm not.
What's your next quirk, smart guy?
The next one is high pain threshold.
High pain threshold. The character is able to withstand pain far beyond human norms. As such, you get a plus 2 column shift to any feats related to withstanding pain. Any more? Is that it for positive?
That's it for positive.
All right, Jason, what's your first positive?
Base of operation.
This is a fun one. Base of operations means your character begins the campaign owning a locale. See the headquarters section for details. For 1 pick, which is all you get, it's based on your resources minus 2 column shifts.
Okay.
Now you have the heir to fortune talent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which means initial resources are a minimum of excellent 20. What is your resources before we get to excellent 20?
Typical 6.
Well, now they're excellent 20. So you have a typical 6 base of operations. So you have to build it using typical 6. What's your next quirk after that?
Let's see. Base operation, hardiness we covered. Allies.
Allies. Your character have 1 or more loyal allies. These are NPCs controlled by the narrator, but they tend to follow your requests so long as you don't disappoint them. For 1 pick, you have a sidekick built on less points than you. and you are a mentor, so that makes sense. So I get to make a sidekick. Ooh, I can't wait to see what your character is so I can build a sidekick that would go with him. And that's it for all your positives?
No, I had 4 positives. What were they? Base operation, hardiness,
Allies.
Did we forget to roll one?
Did you?
Yeah, it looks like I forgot to roll one.
All right, well, let's go ahead and roll it right now. Hang on. Let me get to the quirk section. Positive quirk, give me a roll.
26.
26, you are double jointed. What does that mean? I will tell you. Your character can bend their body and limbs further than most people. This provides +2 column shifts to escaping attempts. You want to keep it or you want to try something else?
No, we'll keep that one.
All right, because escape only works when you're getting grappled, just so you know. Right? What, Baron G? What?
Nothing. There's so many comments I can make right now.
Okay, don't.
Being good.
Choose
being
don't
good.
as an option. Sergeant Dan, what's your one single solitary positive quirk, please?
You already said it. It's hardiness.
Hardiness. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the negative quirks. What's your first negative quirk, Baron G?
Loner.
Loner. Your character is used to working alone. In response to this behavior, you can never be part of a karma pool. Wah, wah, wah. Second one was repellent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. People find your character unattractive or off-putting for some reason. It might be the lack of physical beauty or low charisma. Whatever the case, you receive a penalty to your dynamic score for attempts to be charming. -1. You're -1 on your dynamic. What's your current dynamic?
6.
Well, it's 4 when you try and be charming. You're a creep. Jason, what's your first negative quirk?
Debt.
Debt. Your character begins the game owing a person or group money. This reduces their spending capacity. For one pick, you have a -1 CS to your resource roll. So whenever you try and do a resource roll, you're going to have a -1 column shift on until you buy that perk off for 1 pick.
Okay.
Second negative quirk?
Zealot.
Yes. This is fun. Your character believes in something so much that they would die for it, and maybe harm those who would stand against it. While your character may think most who disagree are just ignorant, if you fail a simple fight as psyche feat, they need to be shown the light. Now, given we've got this whole superhero backstory, he's a mentor, he's got a bloody sidekick. What is he a zealot about? Being a hero? Doing what's right?
So my ideal for him thus far is that he was working for the whatever I forget the name of it, the agency that the CIA and stuff got rolled into.
Oh, the AIA?
Yeah.
No, you're a legacy. Your father or mother or both were superheroes.
Yeah, that's fine. This is what he was doing as a career.
Okay, so he was a spy.
Uh,
You have no espionage talents other than stealth, so you're a pretty garbage spy. Just so we're clear, you have no espionage contacts.
I've got that part covered. So
Okay.
involved in the Central American War.
Yeah.
Got outed, basically got his burn notice. Has become convinced that the government is not the key to fixing anything in the world.
Okay.
No, he saw the dirt going on behind the scenes while he was in.
Okay.
He had joined, kind of rebelling against the superhero parentage stuff.
Sure.
Now he's decided they're right. They were really, really right.
So what is he a zealot about?
Sticking to the kind of superhero code, if you will, as to inspire the common people to try to make the world better.
Okay, but he's a bit of an anti-establishmentarianism.
A little bit these days. You know, governments are necessary, but they're not really going to fix anything.
Interesting. All right. Any other quirks we got to do? That was the last one, right?
That was the last one on me, yes.
All right. Here's where it gets fun. What's up, Sergeant Dan? What's your first negative quirk, sir?
Unlucky.
Oh, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. All right. For some reason, when you roll your dice, you must always take the lower of the tens, as the lower die is the tens. So if you roll a 91, it's a 19. You roll a 20, it's a 2.
Weirdness magnet.
It's a gift that keeps on giving. Strange things happen around your character all the time, like really strange. Aliens land in your backyard. Your dog just happens to be the lost prince of the canine empire. Your girlfriend is a shape-changing fairy sent to kill you, or maybe something even more bizarre. This can make your character rather unpopular on most teams, but yeah, you're a weirdness magnet. What else you got?
Clumsy.
It just keeps getting better and better.
He's
Clumsy. Your
gonna
character
die
is
within
rather
a couple of
uncoordinated and as such has a -1 column shift on agility feats outside of combat, not in combat. And the
He's
last
just
one,
slow healer. He's gonna die soon.
slow healer. Why would I kill you when I could just prolong the agony? Your character gets a -1 column shift on all recovery feat results.
Yeah, the unlucky's gonna kill him.
Better spend some karma, baby.
Who says I have to?
All righty then. Well, there we go. You have now got the framework of your characters. Now put them together as people. Who are they? Well, he could have been a senior citizen, but that was too much.
The weirdness magnet, I don't mind. It's the unlucky. That's what's gonna end up getting him.
Would you like to consider re-rolling that and letting me pick a negative quirk for you in place of unlucky?
Sure.
So unlucky is a 4-pick quirk. Like if you were picking it, you'd get so much for it because it's so great. But because I get to pick something else, let me just look at the 4-pick stuff just to see if there's anything that jumps out at me right away. Oh, you have weirdness magnet, which is 4 picks already. Oh yeah, Jason, you had requirement, didn't you?
Requirement?
Yes, you had requirement. You rolled requirement, or was that your weakness?
Yeah.
That was his weakness.
I got to rename that negative quirk now. Okay, good to know. Mental note. Shane, if you're watching this, we need to rename them in negative quirk. I'm gonna give you just rolling through. I'm gonna give you a rogues gallery, Sergeant Dan.
Sure, why not?
Your character has a number, at least 3, of supervillains that they have tangled with that would be considered yours in any team up. Work with the narrator. Every session, the narrator makes a feat roll of excellent versus typical to see if one or more of your rogues show up. On a green result, 1 rogue makes an appearance. On a yellow result, 2. And on a red, all 3 show up in this adventure or the next. Okay, hi.
And Bear's Rogues Gallery shows up.
My nemesis is here. Can you get comfortable? Can just please find your happy spot. Okay, there you go, you drug addict. There is if I roll and it's a white result, it goes +1 column shift to the intensity. So it becomes excellent versus good for the next session. If it doesn't happen, then it becomes excellent versus excellent, and then excellent versus remarkable until it happens, and then it resets. You good, buddy? Feel better? You put your claws in me. You maybe tore one of my t-shirts again. You feeling good? I hope you're feeling good. All right. So now that you guys got that, and I don't hear any whining because I just gave you a freebie. Let's no, as far as Beans is concerned, I'm the sidekick. So let's put these characters together and come up with who they are. Anybody got any ideas? They want to start talking?
Okay. My character is well known. Most likely, he was probably some type of part of an ambassador or outsider delegation.
Are Are you just piecing it together? Or do you have an idea? Because I got something I can build on that with.
I'm just spitballing.
Okay.
Right
So
now,
do you want to bounce? Do you want to bounce the ball, or you just want to spitball till you have an idea?
I'll bounce it. What you got?
All right. You were sent as a delegation from where? That's what we need to figure out first. Okay, buddy, I need
Yeah.
my hands, and you're in the way. Bye. So a delegation from where? Aliens, extra dimensional, the underworld, the moon, Mars. Where are you from? That's the first question.
And all of them would work in your
Everything works in my world, so pick
Um,
one. Pick one that you like.
extra dimensional.
Extra dimensional. Okay. So you guys are from an alternate Earth. Okay. And in that alternate Earth, you guys have depleted the resources of your world. You've devastated the planet. In the Cold War did not go the way it did here. There was a horrible nuclear war in the 60s, and you guys were sent. They discovered interdimensional travel, and they sent you guys to this world to see if you could find technology or aid that could help you. Great idea. Then you found out the secret orders your commanding officer had, which was no. You were prepping for an invasion to take over this world and invade this world. You said, fuck that. I like these people. They seem cool. And you stood up against your guys. You destroyed the device that lets you bounce between dimensions. So you're all stuck here for now. But in doing so, you got bathed with weird, mystical, cosmic energies that makes you a weirdness magnet now. It also affected your healing. So you're a slow healer as well. And your rogues gallery are the other three members of your team who have become basically supervillains.
Because the international contact makes sense now.
United Nations. There you go.
The corporate scientist makes sense now.
That was the corporation you guys were working with to try and arrange some sort of thing when you that's when you found out it was actually a plot. Okay.
And the blue collar guy is the one that helped me destroy the portal.
Yeah, he was the guy. He was the engineer guy that was working on it. And he was like, what? They want to do what? They want to invade the Earth. No.
He was the janitor that actually knew what was going on and how to operate everything.
He's got to have some skill. Blue collar engineers are great. He was a mechanic. You know what I mean? He worked on it like that. He wasn't. Janitors are weird. But I can see him being like the guy that was hooking up the power cables, and he was like the one who was like, listen, if I disconnect this one cable, it'll be vulnerable. You can destroy it. And you guys work together to pull it off. And his name is Larry.
Of course.
Larry Wachowski. No, Wachowski's not good. Yeah, Wachowski's good. Larry Wachowski's a
good Polish name, yeah.
Good Polish guy. Larry Wachowski. All right. Well, now, so you look human for the most part. Okay. What are your powers again?
Body transformation.
Oh, we have to figure out what that is. That's what I wanted to talk about. Yes.
Energy.
Hang on. Let's go and do that. So body transformation is a body control power. Body transformation. The hero possesses the capability to metamorphosis into various substance, thereby acquiring the corresponding abilities of that substance. For instance, transforming into water grants the ability to flow through without the risk of drowning, while adopting the form of energy enables movement at the speed of light in straight lines, assuming the guise of fire can ignite inflammable materials, and solid materials provide body armor equivalent to the power of the hero's power rank. The hero must designate what type of substance they wish to emulate. Here are some examples: energy, fire, gas, ice, metal, minerals, water. Undergoing a body transformation also subjects the hero to the vulnerabilities associated with that particular form. For example, loose bodies such as sand, water, air are prone to being swept up, while ice is more susceptible to fire, and fire is vulnerable to water. Generally, attacks that exploit those vulnerabilities are at a +3 column shift to hit and a +3 rank bonus to damage. So that's what you do. You can transform into shit. Now, what was the energy one?
Yeah.
What was the energy one? You said you had
I was thinking because I was
by transformation. What else do you have?
Invisibility.
Okay, that's fine. And what else?
Stunning attack ranged.
Yeah. So basically, a ranged stunning attack is basically the hero possesses a stunning attack capable of being deployed from a distance, effective within a range equal to their power rank. This attack doesn't cause direct damage, but rather induces the target to make an endurance feat against its intensity. Failure results in the target being rendered unconscious for a duration of 1 to 10 rounds. So, any other powers, or is that it?
Enhanced senses.
Okay, enhanced senses. That's under the sensory powers. One or more of the hero's primary senses operate at a level of his power rank. They utilize this enhanced sense for tasks like searching for clues, spotting items, or aiding in various situations where an intuition feat roll relies on that sense. What sense is enhanced? 5 senses.
Yeah, we'll do a sight.
Sight. What was your intuition rank?
100.
What's your enhanced senses rank?
50.
Why don't you swap those two?
Okay.
So that way your enhanced senses actually have power, because currently your intuition is better than your enhanced senses. Just flip the two. So you had no powers until this accident, and it gave you all your powers. That's what happened. You were just, guys from another alternate Earth, but now you have superpowers. Okay, beautiful. Think about what his name is going to be. Think about all that kind of stuff, and we'll come back to you. Baron G, what do we got? Oh, sorry, yeah.
Can I take the negative quirk public ID? Because this happened probably fairly publicly.
You're not getting anything for it.
No, but it makes sense.
Okay. Yep, you can have it. Sure. All right, Baron G, what do you got?
All right. So my dude's real name.
Can't hear you, dude.
Sorry. Is this better?
Not really. Get a little closer.
Okay. Is this better?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. So, my guy
What are
goes
your
by
powers? Let's start with your powers. What are your powers?
Earth, water control, and invulnerability.
Okay, we know what the invulnerability does. We know that Miss Beans wants attention. So you can build it. So with Earth control power grants the hero the ability to manipulate natural and semi-natural mineral items. They can move Earth up to the amount that they can fit. They could lift as power level with strength. So blah blah blah. What's your power rank on that?
Remarkable.
So you can lift a ton of Earth. What the hell? Baron G just fucking bounced out.
Oops.
All right, we'll come back to you, Jason. We'll move on when Baron G gets back. What do we got?
All right, so he was.
You got air control, right?
Oh yeah, air control, mental resistance, disease resistance, and flying.
Okay, so some of those make sense, some of those don't. Mental resistance doesn't make any sense. I would highly recommend maybe re-rolling that. I personally, or if there's a power you think you'd like to add, like a ranged attack or something. Because it's like the thumb that sticks out where you go, I get this. Mental resistance. What the hell? Why has he got mental resistance?
Yeah, point there.
We're moved on, Baron G. You just sit and chill for now.
Yep.
It's up to you, man. If you want to keep it, keep it. It's to me, it seems like it's the thumb that sticks out. Hello,
if I ditched it, could I take that could I take a power stunt on the air control?
You ditched what?
Instead of re-rolling mental, could I take a power stunt?
Well, you get one power stunt to start with one of your powers anyway. But yeah, you could basically add a second power stunt if you want to ditch that. That's fine. What rank is the mental resistance at?
Remarkable 30.
Yeah, so you'll have a remarkable 30 power stunt on your flight. What are you doing? You do not jump on the TV, you fucking asshole. Fucking cat.
Okay. Yeah, we'll ditch that then. Just take a remarkable 30 power stunt on my air control.
Okay. Oh my god, here. If you want attention, hang on, I gotta trigger everybody's cats. Now leave me the fuck alone for a while, please. Someone said to me one day, they said, why don't you put like one of those things where they can have planned, things they can climb up on the. I mean, I don't need to be attacked from above randomly throughout my day. No, I'm good, thanks. Anyway, so who is he, Jason?
I haven't named him yet because, of course, that's the hardest part.
Who were his parents? What kind of heroes were his parents?
I'm thinking that his mother or grandmother would have been the superhero he's a legacy of. I'm going to say grandmother just to put her back, make sure she put her back to like World War II.
So you want a golden age parent. You do realize it's 1980X, right? So if your parents were 20 in World War II,
you're right.
they'd be 60 now.
You're right.
And if he's 20, 25, that means they had him when they were in their 40s. Now we can go grandparent. That's fine.
No.
I don't mind doing grandparent works.
I was timing it like he was my age. And
But no, but you know what? Skips a generation. That's fine. Your parents had no powers, but you got them, so that's fine. Okay. Who is this grandparent? American? German? Russian?
Ooh.
I mean, you don't have to be an American superhero in World War II. You could be a lot of different things.
Yeah, that's true.
That doesn't help.
He'd be a wind-based hero. He has essentially the same power she had.
Okay. Well, there is two potentials for you on that one. There's Vikus. Vikus was a Russian wind-based hero who Stalin had killed after the war because she spoke highly of Lady America. Ooh, what if she was actually snuck out of Russia and brought to the West? That could be done.
Okay.
Two, there is Zephyr. I mean, do I have to tell you what side she probably fought for?
German.
You think? Zephyr, and
Battalions.
I believe Zephyr is German, isn't it? Am I wrong on that? For some reason, maybe I'm wrong. I'm going to check my language. Hang on, let me check.
It still makes sense to have Zephyr as a German World War II.
It says it's English. That's weird.
Oh, the English is a Germanic language.
That's true. Let's see if it's German. Let's find out. Germans. Does anybody in the chat speak German?
I do.
German is not no. So if we put the word, hang on, let's reverse this.
It's Old English from Zephyrus, denoted west wind. Greek for Zephyros, which was
it's Greek. Yeah. Okay. Shoot. Oh. She was Greek.
That'll work.
She fought in the occupation of Greece. Eventually joined the Allies for the finality of the war, and decided after the war, like a metric shit ton of Greeks and Italians did, to move to America.
That'll work.
But you're an heir to a fortune.
Olive oil.
So she let's see, she moved to America, married somebody rich.
Okay, so she married some rich industrialist. What are your contacts? Yeah, superhero team. That's it, right?
Yeah, we got local.
Okay, so she married some fucking rich industrialist guy who made money off of whatever, and then had kids, and those kids, or at least a kid, got married to someone and had you. Okay, that works. Is he going to carry her name on? Is he going to call himself Zephyr in her honor?
He might just go with Zephyrus.
Zephyr 2, basically. In the comic book, it would be Zephyr 2 for his entry.
Because the word came from the name of a Greek god, right?
Well, in the Zenith universe, the gods are Roman, not Greek.
Yeah, but mythologically, you still have mythological.
Yeah, but there's a reason why no one remembers the Greek gods and always refers to them as the Roman gods, and no one knows what that is yet, but it's going to get shown at some point in time. So let's find out. Let's look, and maybe we'll do an Italian. Roman god of wind. Let's see what we get for that. Aeolus. Aeolus was the god of winds for both Greeks and Romans. The Romans, though, had a minor group of wind gods called the Venti, though some stories about them as wind spirits. So what was the name of the Roman god in Greek mythology? Was Aeolus. There are the Venti. Aeolus worked for Zeus and or Jupiter. Aquilon. Aquilon is, or Boreas in Greek, was the north wind. And Auster was the south wind. Zephyrus was the west wind. And Eurus was the east wind. And Notus was the south wind. So yeah, Zephyrus works.
We'll go with Zephyrus.
So make it your father, not your grandmother. Make it your grandfather. Was Zephyrus. Okay. He was Zephyrus. He was a Greek hero. And you've anglicized it to Zephyr. That works. and he was a Greek tycoon, and you got money from it. Yay!
Well, I could just use his name, Zephyrus. Zephyr
You
always.
really want me to explain that to every asshole? Like, think about that. I'm going to be a dick about it. People go, Zephyrus, what's that? You know what I mean? Like, you want to do that? You can do it. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
All right. So you're Zephyrus. Fair enough. All right, Sergeant Dan, do we have a name for your guy now?
Nah, I'm getting there. I'm looking.
All right. Baron G, you got a name for your guy?
I have his name and his
Secret ID.
superhero name. Yep.
Well, his name is superhero name. ID is personal name. What's his superhero name?
Nero Blackland.
Nero Blackland.
Yep. Nero
Okay.
is actually Greek for water, and Blackland, of course, Earth.
Okay. And what's his real name?
Clay Richmond.
Who are you? I'm John Constantine. Yeah, but what's it say on your driver's license? Phil Stevens. All right. Now, what's his? How does he come into being? Why? What's going on with him? Who is he?
Well, he has a mystical origin. He was kidnapped at a very young age, and it went awry, and he was dumped into a swamp where he was recovered, and there was some sort of
Wait. Who dumped him in a swamp?
Kidnappers.
Were they really kidnappers? What's your what's your water control power rank?
10,
What's your earth control power rank?
30.
Okay, make them both 30, and I'm giving you secret origin.
Okay.
You have no memory of anything before you crawled out of that swamp.
Where does that go under what, talents or just?
It's a negative quirk. It's a negative quirk.
Okay.
Secret origin. So you have no memory of anything, and get rid of Clayton, whatever. That's just nonsense. Just be you. Be Blackland. Be Nero Blackland. To be the best Nero Blackland you can be. And you might as well take public ID for free on that one, because what, are you going to hide it? And I'm going to give you a second contact as a payment for that public ID I'm forcing on you, which is, the Wiccan. Now, the Wiccan is a female. She's like a Constantine Strange Fate character, in that she is a very powerful magician or magic user in the world, but she's not a superhero. She doesn't do superhero shit. And she runs the Women's Holistic Institute for Metaphysics, which people, refer to as a cult for lesbians. And she basically looks like, what if you took Chrissy Hind and made her dress like David Bowie, the Thin White Duke. And you know her because she tends to know everybody who does magic to any extent. And you're using elemental magic, control over water and earth, right? Okay. That works, and that simplifies your backstory without us having to worry about it, and we can reveal shit later.
Yeah. Sure.
She likes crystal balls. Shut up, Henry. Henry's played in my world. He knows. Henry's working on the Roll20 thing, by the way. Henry's getting the Roll20 ready. We're going to test it out tomorrow night.
Sweet.
Should be fun. All right, Dan, while you're thinking, I'm just going to go. I can smell my food in the slow cooker. I got to go give it a stir. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. How do you guys know each other?
His regular name is Marcus Griffin. You can call him Mark.
I like to call him Peter.
Since I got to get used to not swearing. Did you quack?
Yes,
I heard it quiet.
Yeah. That. Holy. Mm. The hardest part is coming up.
Yeah, I'm searching through Greek names now.
That's it.
Hmm. Nicholas Barlos. That'll be his actual name.
So basically, I heard you do a duck call, and that was about it. When I said, "Figure out how you know each other."
That's me swearing.
I know.
Since
I heard.
it's-
I heard the whole thing. Please, for the love of Jesus, don't do that. That will annoy the living hell out of me. Chris, we don't need any ideas for his background. He has secret origin. Shh. I get to do things. That's my toy.
Along with the weirdness magnet, he is going to have more
So,
fun in this game.
Alric 66, these rules are 99% compatible with the old Marvel superheroes since it's a clone thereof. If you go to the link down below, www.tinyurl.com/heroic-rpg, you can get the free version 3.1 of the rules or 3.0 at the top of the page. And if you back it, you can have access to 3.1. And hopefully we're going to have the full production game out by Christmas.
My
What game with Bear? What are you talking about, TCG? We don't have a game together, sir. We do not have a game. We played a one-off, and that is all we will ever do. That was painful at the end of it all. Nice try, though. So,
I got a Aurelius for the hero name.
okay, I've got 2 Greeks and a Roman in America in 1980X. What's wrong with you guys? D&D players. This is the problem with you people. You're D&D players. Aurelius?
Aurelius Golden. He's Marcus Griffin is his regular name. I mean, he was the average schmo.
So why are we going with Aurelius? He only turns into gold? Is that it? We want to take the limitation, only turns into gold, and get the +1 column rank shift on your power?
No,
No.
he turns into energy, and they're a golden energy.
So the only transformation you can do is into a golden energy. You can't do any of the other forms that were available. It's okay if you don't. We give you a +1 rank for that because you're limiting the power.
What I was figuring is that's how he first manifested the power.
Okay. What is your power rank?
Amazing 50.
So if you take the limitation, can only turn into energy, it becomes mighty 75. Which is pretty balls out tough. In fact, because you're limiting it to only one form and it's normally got multiple forms, I'll even push it to uncanny 100 for that limitation. He needs to think. For those watching at home, this is called narrating. Who designed the Zenith logo? The original or the Mimic one? The Mimic one was done by Bunny, Dungeon Damsel, who was in the chat. I don't know if she's still there or not, but she designed it.
He wanders in and out a lot.
I think they have a game on Monday nights. If you're taking the penalty already, take the bonus. Henry makes a good point. And listen, through advancement with the character, you can eventually buy the limitation off with advancements as he wants to become more and learn more about how his power works.
It honestly makes sense. This is very new.
Yeah, nerd, no fucking way I would allow that. There's no way I would allow that many goddamn limitations on a power to get the rank up. You're full of shit, girl. No, that's abusive. Go play Champions. You'll have much more fun engineering your character. So that's the deal I'm offering you. You take the limit energy form only, you get to bump it up to uncanny 100. And you can always buy that off later.
No, but it also does make sense because right now that's the only thing you can do. It's the only thing you can control.
And he calls himself Aurelius because he turns into golden energy.
Hmm.
Okay, I can live with it. It's your character. Jason, any limitations you want to throw on your powers to try and bump up their ranks? He's thinking now. Look at him. Look at him. I can see the thoughts. I can see the hamster. I can see the wheel. It's burning. And now Baron G's like, wait a minute. I can do stuff.
No, not really. I'm pretty content with them as they are.
Okay. Now you get one free power stunt with one of your powers. Except you get two, Jason. What do you want those to be? Oh, and by the way, dude, your sidekick's name is Sprite, and she's a girl.
That'll work. All right, what is the
I'm gonna think
baseline?
about it. I'm gonna brainstorm it over the next couple of weeks and see what I come up with.
Let's see. Matter control.
So, G-Rock, you get one free power stunt. What would you like it to be?
Is that per power or just one period?
One free power stunt. I gotta fix that rules because it's getting abusive.
No, that's fine. That's why I asked for clarification. So I'll take it under Earth Control and have it as Earth and Shield.
Well, you can make an Earth and Shield already. So if you really want to take it under Earth Control, do something like turn yourself into stone. That would be a good power stunt, transforming yourself into stone, because you can with Earth Control just go, fuck it, I'm going to put a ton of Earth in front of me. You know what I mean? Well, yeah. Literally a ton, because you have remarkable. But you could turn yourself or give yourself stone armor or something like that and get remarkable body resistance from it.
It would be like a body transformation. It'd be
like a magic spell for him, right? You know,
right.
Stonus Erectus, or whatever the hell he says. You know, Rockus Hardus.
Yes, I believe that would be a good stone armor. Yeah.
Okay. Jason, what are your two power stunts going to be that you get? Because you got a second one.
All right. So is all this stuff listed under air control?
Let's go take a look
Oh.
and look at it. Air control. Air control. The hero is endowed with the power to manipulate air and wind. They can utilize gusts of winds as a ranged attack weapons and create air shields up to power rank levels. They can also fly at speeds of -3 column shifts if they don't already possess flight abilities. If the hero has flight, they can raise their flight power airspeed by +1 rank shift using this. That would be all the powers you have. So while we're there, Earth Control, you already read that one. Let's look at your Water Control. The hero has the ability to, the hero with this ability has mastery over water, but they cannot create it. They can form it into shapes, including shields of power rank protection from energy weapons, though not physical weapons, and crashing waves that inflict up to power rank charging damage. The hero with this ability also can swim at -3 rank shift speed, and the hero has swimming. If they have swimming, they get +1 to that. So that's all you can do. Everything else is a power stunt, right? So you do know that. It's mostly power stunts for you. Now, if we look at the body transformation energy, give me a second. Instantaneous movement in straight lines, energy attacks when charging. That's what you get for that. You can do more power stunts as you can think of them. That's not a problem. Like energy phasing. I'm going to go through the wall because I'm energy. Well, that'd be a phasing power stunt. So you guys, this group is a power stunt factory group. If you have not yet watched My Hero Academia, I highly recommend watching My Hero Academia because it is like a boot camp in power stunting.
It's so hard to watch.
The range stunning attack. That's pinned right. That's one target, right?
Yeah. No, but guys, don't worry about area effect because there's something in the game called an everyone in the area attack where for -4 column shifts penalty, you can attack everybody within one 25-foot by 25-foot area with the same attack inflicting one color result. Now, if you don't want that -4 column shift penalty, then you would have to take an advantage, not a new power stunt, but an advantage on your power called area of effect. That costs you a rank to go down one, unless you put another rank limitation to bring it back up. Do you understand? You see what I'm saying? Like how that works?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Really, nerds, nerd? Come on. Come on. Only animals, only predators, only extinct, only dinosaur, only T-Rex. I would never allow that. You get for only T-Rex 1 and you're done. Though your narrator can do whatever the hell they want in their game. That's not my game. Oh, and +1 because of Sparky. Get fucked. So we've got Zephyrus, Aurelius, and Nero Blackland.
Actually, that could be how we know each other, just because of our
Similar gimmick.
backgrounds.
Because
Similar
we're
background.
all hanging at the same mythology store. What?
Yeah.
We all took a night
Or-
class on Greek bullshit.
Or the Wiccan is trying to get me out of my loner ways, so she's set me up with these two.
They don't have contacts with the Wiccan. That's the problem.
Yeah, but she's got additional contacts above and beyond, so she could have said, "Hey, go find these guys."
Maybe. We'll see. I don't know what's going to happen. Should be interesting. Can't wait. The flat earthers of heroic are the Greeks. Are the Greeks were real crowd. I don't get that deep cut, nerd. Sorry.
Because you said no one remembers the Greek
Oh,
mythology.
yeah. Well, no, it's not that no one remembers the Greeks. Everybody knows the Greeks were real. Everybody knows they existed. The thing is that it's generally accepted. You know how we say, oh, the Roman gods were the Greek names, or were the Greek gods and the Romans just renamed them? The mentality here is more like, no. Their real names were the Roman gods, and that's just how the Greeks called them. But it was only to the Romans they revealed their real names. That's the mentality, right? So nothing else changes other than that. You don't say Zeus, you say Jupiter. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. Maybe they tried invading Pollux 4. We're not playing Star Trek. Yes, I know, Cody. Who mourns for Adonais? Who mourns for Adonis? All right, you know what? Fuck it. You guys don't know each other, and we'll bring you together in the first session. And we're still going to see if we can find a fourth player. So if we can find a fourth player for this group, we'll bring them in as well. So I'd love to get a lady player. God, that would make me happy if we had a female player to break up the sausage fest. Boy, that would make me happy.
They brings a really good mentality to the game.
Yeah, sadly, I know Bunny can't play Mondays, and I don't know any other women that would. I know Sarah doesn't want to play superheroes, but really, I got nothing. I'd invite Nerd, but she doesn't want to play a real superhero. She wants to play a psychopath that summons homicidal dinosaurs, and she refuses to turn on her camera, so we would never get visual cues. So we just wind up talking over each other all the time. Ashley Slevin raises hand. Who's Ashley Slevin?
That's my wife.
Does she want to play?
I don't know. Hey, come here.
Come here.
Come here.
Mer.
America.
Fuck yeah.
Coming again to save the motherfucking day, y'all.
He said 10 system, I am down.
Here, talk to Bear.
We talk to Bear. Hi, Ashley. How are you? Can't hear you.
Great.
Get
Okay.
closer to the mic, Ashley.
Get up on his chair here.
Are you quitting smoking, or did you get injured?
That is my kidney dialysis port.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So you really want to play with us?
D10 system based on superheroes. I am overly down.
Okay. Do you have your own computer and camera, or are you stuck sharing one with this guy?
I do have my own setup.
No, the puppy can't play, G-Rock. The puppy can't play. Okay, Ashley. Well, then that would be fine by me if you want to play with. If you want to join the group, absolutely wouldn't bother me at all. Can you get her on? Are you on my Discord?
I can get everything arranged and get everything all set together. So yeah.
Baron G, take care of all that, sir. He can't hear me right now. That's fine. Let him know. Set it all up. And then what we can do is in private messaging on Discord, we can roll up your character between now and 2 weeks when we play.
Beautiful.
Excellent. Welcome to the club.
Yay!
All right. Ashley's going to be joining us. Look at that. Just don't play anything Greek, Ashley, please.
Let it be Roman.
Yeah, play something Roman who's constantly telling them they're idiots. Ciao. Okay, well, look at that. That was solved. We've now got a fourth player, and it's a lady, and it's Baron G. Rock's wife, who I'm sure will be so kind and never make fun of him ever. Right?
Never. Knows better.
Knows better. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Listen, Twig Boy. She looks like she can kick your ass.
I can run faster scared than she can mad. That's all I care about.
And Henry, it's Pusti Malakas. You got to put the Pusti in, otherwise it loses the power. Pusti Malaka. All right. So we've got a bunch of heroes. We'll get Ashley's character rolled up through the Discord. So that's what we'll do, G, is we'll basically get her on Discord, and she and I will just chat back and forth and roll up a character for her.
Okay.
And any questions before we wrap this up for tonight, gentlemen?
Yeah, I think we got something going on.
How do you spell Aurelius?
Oh, you would have to ask that now because I'm trying to spell it now so I can save it the character sheet.
By the way, I think I just spelled it right. I could be wrong.
A-U-O.
It's A-U-R-E. My
E.
apologies. There we go.
L-I-S.
A-U-R-E.
L-I-U-S.
A-U-R-E-L-I-U-S. There we go. So it's a really use. There we go. I fixed it. Look at that. Boom. So we got Zephyros, Aurelius, and Nero Blackhand. Should I just set this fucking game in Greece at this point? Like, what the fuck, guys? That's some
America
messed
is
up
the land of
shit.
immigrants.
It's the land of immigrants over there in America.
Mm-hmm.
They do love them euros, that's for sure. I swear to God. None of you are Greek, actually, right? None of your characters
No.
are. Well, you're
No.
descended from Greeks, but like none of your characters are be Greek, right?
No.
I'm superhero. I'm here to save day. Let us go. Come on, oppa. That would be really weird. Yeah, Jason, we got to figure out what your requirement is based on your weakness. What is your requirement? What do you need to do to prevent your powers from fading, sir?
I'm thinking like an ancient artifact he has to interact with. You know, he doesn't have to carry it around with him. He kind of has to charge off of it every now and then.
Let's read this out. For whatever reason, there's a requirement for your powers to work. It could be that you need to be dipped in water once an hour, or you need to eat element X every day for breakfast. Normally, when you go without this requirement, your powers and abilities fade by -1 rank shift per hour until you are a normal human with no powers. But in some versions, and worth +1 rank to place anywhere on your character sheet during creation, I see you thinking, without this requirement, you have no powers at all immediately. So does he have a magic amulet, a magic bracer, a feather cape that was made by the gods? What?
We could probably
Does he
go.
have to eat birds? What?
Let's go with magic bracers.
So he's got magic bracers. Okay. They're aligned to you. They were your grandfather's. Now they're yours. They give you these powers, these air elemental powers. Without them, you're immediately powerless. That's worth 1 rank. Where you want to throw it?
Oh, let's throw it in the air control.
Which now goes to?
Incredible 40.
Well, that's nice. I got another one for you. It's going to put it up to amazing 50. They automatically get the limitation device. They can be taken from you. Therefore, limited.
All right.
Not device. Focus. It's a focus. It's a foci.
Okay. So amazing 50.
Baron G Rock is gone. What's going on, BG?
Probably talking to his wife.
There we go. Well,
He
I thought
might
that
do
worked quite well.
Sorry,
You
she was
met her
having
here.
technical difficulties with Discord, so I was in the other room.
No worries. All right. Well, listen, if we have nothing else to discuss, we figured it all out. There's anything else we can talk about on Discord between now and the next 2 weeks. We got 2 weeks. Send me a short description of what you want your character to look like, and I will happily use my AI generative superhero skills to generate some character stuff for you guys. Okay. Remember, don't get picky because it's AI and it gets wonky. And if you want something specific, I got some great artists I can hook you up with who will happily draw your character to your like, but you got to pay them. So,
Just saying.
6 double O's. Yeah, that was pretty insane. 6 double O's tonight. Won't be like that when we actually play in the game. I promise you. It'll be like 6
I
zero
hope,
ones.
I hope so because, well, you got rid of the unlucky, thank God, but because I wouldn't have to need those double O's coming up again and again and again
Doubles,
and again.
Captain Doubles. Come on, doubles. All right, well, good. We got the characters made. Very interesting stuff. Let's see how it plays out. Everybody who watched, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight while we made these characters. And the Z-Nut gallery was full of comments and thoughts and ideas, and it was a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. Anything you guys want to say or ask before we wrap this up? Last chance. Last call for alcohol.
I think I'm good.
No,
All right, gentlemen. We will see you in 2 weeks, and we will talk on Discord. And everybody, we will be back to play this game in 2 weeks' time. There is tomorrow night. There won't be anything because we're doing a Roll20 test. Wednesday night, there's no 4-Color Cafe again this week. Just nothing. We got nothing going on, so we're just letting that lie fallow till we would rather do something good than just waste time as talking heads. So I might stream something Wednesday. We'll see. Thursday night, nothing going on as far as I know. Friday night, we've got the Palladium Fantasy game with Coco and all those folks. That'll be really cool. And then we'll be back next Monday with the other Palladium Fantasy game with April and Jess and all that. And James is back. So James will be joining us for that.
cool.
So there we go. All right. So be heroic and, back heroic, play heroic. www.tinyurl.com/heroic RPG. $25. You're in for the PDF. Come on, man. If I could get 100 more people to do the PDFs, it would be amazing because the PDF, if you're not sure and you don't need a book, the PDF is the best way to go because it means it's pure profit for us to pay the team that's developing stuff. And it's expensive. Trust me, this is not a cheap endeavor. You want books? Not a problem. We got books. We can help cook you up. But if you're on the fence and you don't really need a book, grab a PDF. Believe it or not, by grabbing a PDF at this point in the production, you're doing us a service as opposed to just generating more money that we have to put out for production value to print books and all that fun stuff or get the printed books for you. It's weird. I know. And don't forget, on this channel, we also have the 1980X music. Currently, there are 60, I believe it is, songs up.
Or 70?
There will be 100. No, I haven't put up all 70 yet.
Okay.
By the time we're done, there'll be 100, and then I'm going to do a fake radio show where we do the top 100 songs on WHRO Hero Radio. And other than that, the PDF, you go to www.tinyurl.com/heroic-RPG at the very top of the screen. I will even show you just to make your lives easier. Give me a second. Here we go. You go up here to the top of the screen. It says get the beta playtest version 3 right now. I'm going to update that probably next week to 3.1. But I think I'm going to keep 3.1 for the backers. I think they deserve it for bringing us to this great place. So if you want version 3, you get it there. You want version 3.1, you back us. It'll be in the updates. And the production version should be coming out around Christmas, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Remember, we're a small team. We're doing the best we can, but we are not big, insane people. And just to make life even easier on all of you, there you go. So you got the link in the chat. Click on it or look in the show notes or whatever you need to do. Be heroic, back heroic. And like all these crazy bastards, play heroic. Good night, all. Yeah, exactly. Heroic. And, you can be the turtle fighting Glamazon if you really try hard. Ending the stream. Good night.